Friends, good day. Anton Chiekhov. Tonight I'm going to discuss with you one of his stories, the stories by Tchekhov. And this is a very interesting story. The name of the story is My Life. My Life by the story of a provincial, written by Anton Tchekhov. So this is the story of the provincial. The subtitle, we call it a story of provincial, My Life by Anton Tchekhov. This tale deals with the life of Mikhail Poloznev, a young gentleman who renounced the privilege of capital and education in favor of earning his living through manual labor. Mikhail, architect father, despair of his son's pedestrian ambition and beats him for refusing to work as a clerk. But Mikhail stands firm in his goal, even when his sister Cleopatra began him to reconsider. Consequently, Cleopatra's friend Anyuta Bulgakova finds him working building a railway line for engineer Dolzikov. Despite his initial optimism, Mikhail, soon weary of Dolzikov's sneering attitude, and persuades a painter and laborer named Radish to employ him as a workman. Society's response to the protagonist's new lifestyle is overwhelmingly negative. People throw water at him in the street and accuses him of shaming his father. Although a family friend named Dr. Bulgakov congratulates Mikhail on his integrity of character, he argues with the young man about the merits of manual labor. These arguments do not move the protagonist, who suspects that the doctor only pays him visit in order to see Cleopatra. As time passes, Mikhail's father grows enraged by his son's actions and disinherits him. The protagonist discusses his dreams with Masha Dolzikov, the engineer's daughter, who is intrigued by the Mikhail's idealism. She encourages him to pay her frequent visit, and the young couple soon falls passionately in love. The lover moved to the village of Dubichna, get married, and manage Dolzikov country estate there. Cleopatra offered them her blessing, although she informed Mikhail that their father is deeply upset. The newly-wed happiness is also marred in other ways. The local peasantry steals from the landowners, and Masha plans to build a school are undermined by the village council. This causes problem within the marriage. While Masha grows to detest the peasant, Mikhail decides that their imagination have only been stifled by the monotonous thought. Over the course of the summer, Mikhail notices that Masha spends more time with a handsome man named Stephen, who abuses his fellow peasant at every opportunity. It comes as no surprise when Masha tells her husband that she is disgusted by all the filth and petty mercenary interest of provincial life. She departs for Petersburg and leaves Mikhail to manage his farm. The protagonist is shocked to discover that his sister has become pregnant by Dr. Balagovo. The sibling move in together with Radish, and Masha writes asking for a divorce. Cleopatra comforts Misail by informing him that Anyuta is in love with him, but she cannot hope to marry him without compromising her respectability. The bemused Misail fills his time thinking about love and the vagaries of fate. He visits his father to tell him that Cleopatra is terminally ill, and the two men berate one another for their failure in life. After his sister dies, Misail takes his little niece to visit her mother's grave, and Misail notes with sadness that although people have accepted his job as a laborer, he is now silent, stern, and austere. So this is the story of Anton Chekhov, My Life. So how we analyze this story? First, this is published in 1896. This tale is one of the Chekhov's longest and most politically contentious, as Ronald Rayfield noted. It draws on common themes such as town, country, divide, self-realization through trial and hardship, and the disillusionment of failed ideals. Although Masha and Misail appear to be the perfect match, we see that young woman is more intrigued by leading an interesting life than she is troubled by a social consciousness. As a result, it is no surprise that Masha becomes disenchanted with the coarse Russian peasantry in her comment to her husband. If you work, dress, eat like a peasant, you legitimize, as it were, their heavy, clumsy dress, their horrible huts, their stupid beard. We see Masha's distaste for a real as opposed to the idealized peasant lifestyle